Well, once again, good morning, everyone. This is Jeff Hooks. I want to welcome you to our VNI Quick Start training for this Saturday, March 2nd, 2019. It's the beginning of a brand new month, and it's an exciting time to be part of the VNI family. We have just launched yesterday the new enhancements, our new preferred customer program. I've been on calls since 8:15 this morning with partners from all over the country and also Canada. We're just, it's an exciting time to be part of the VNI mission. And I know you know that. I know you believe that, or you wouldn't be here. So let's dive into some housekeeping. And I hope you've got a pen and paper handy so that you can write some of this information down. A mentor of mine used to say, he was a number of decades ago, he used to say, a short pencil is better than a long memory. And that was his way of telling me to take notes. And I'm suggesting that you do the same so that we're all up to speed. And that way you can share this information. You can cascade this information down to your team for some of your partners that might not be able to plug into our training live this morning. Hopefully they'll listen to it via recording, but either way, you can take that information and pass it on. Okay, so we are beginning a brand new month, and that's an exciting time. We're going to talk about that a little bit more as we move forward. But a brand new month. One of the things that I've learned, and specifically with VNI, in building a team, building a customer base, building a team of partners that are expanding our mission, assisting people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. One of the things that I've learned is it's very wise, no matter what your goals are, to build this business in 30-day sprints. And that sprint could be very part-time. Again, that's your goal, or that sprint could be all in. And I know we've got men and women that are partners with VNI that cover both of those examples and everything in between. So, just because you've got a part-time game plan doesn't mean that objective and your goals and your vision aren't important, obviously. And just because you're all in and you're serious about really doing something extraordinary with your VNI business, that's obviously a huge positive too. But having a 30-day game plan to build and grow your business, having a 30-day plan of what you want, if we were to all get together in, literally the end of March 31st, and we were to have, let's say we're all in the same room and have a cup of coffee or a tea or a serving of Prodivite together, what would need to happen in your VNI business in order for you to be pleased with your progress in March? Okay, I want to start there. I want you to think about that. And if you haven't already done so, this weekend, I want to really encourage you to memorialize the answer to that question. Okay, what needs to happen in your VNI business in order for you to be pleased with your progress in the month of March? Okay, excuse me, that's the building block for your plan for March, for your, what you want to create a vision. What kind of progress do you want to make? And then we want to make sure we put a plan in place that makes that a reality, an activity plan. How many new people are you going to share the VNI story with? How many new people are you going to share the VNI products with on a daily and a weekly basis through the month of March? What about the PIN system? Do you want to rank advance in March? And if so, what's your plan to do that? Now, here's the key. If you're already a director or above, the way you rank advance is you go through this exercise with your team. Okay? You should have absolute clarity by the end of this weekend, over the next couple of days, with every key partner in your organization as to what they want to achieve in March, what their activity plan is to make that vision, those goals a reality, and have it written down, memorialized, and what is their pin level goal? Do they want to rank advance? Because the way you go from director to executive director, for example, is you help a number of your partners go associate manager. Your brand new partners, help them go associate manager, and then manager, and then executive manager. Help your team take that forward progress, those baby steps. And when you mobilize a team of individuals and helping these individuals make progress, that's how you make the big progress beyond the director level. Okay, so said differently, you want to help every member of your team, particularly at what we call the leading edge of your organization. We want to help them rank advance in the month of March. Help that newest partner go associate manager. Laser focus on sharing with them 130 PV, 375 GV, and one personally sponsored partner. That's the target. Okay, what's the activity plan to make that a reality? All right, let's make 2 phone calls a day inviting new people to learn about the VNI products and the VNI story and the VNI mission. Invite, share, follow up. That's the plan that'll make the goal a reality in March. And so you see how that works. So it's, the leader sets the pace. You lead by example, and you create your plan for March, and then you connect individually or as small groups, however you choose to do it, with your team, and make sure every one of your active partners that are serious about building and growing their VNI business have a clear plan for the month of March. Okay, if you're brand new, that might have been a little bit much for you. So relax. It's okay. We're going to cover some of the basic fundamentals, but it is important for you, even if you are a brand new partner, a brand new member of the VNI family, it's very, very important for you to have a plan for what you want to achieve the month of March. Okay, it's like a mentor of mine used to say, how can you hit a target that you don't have? And that's so true. That's so true. So a little bit of housekeeping. Beginning of the month, and so the first Monday in every month, and hopefully you saw that on the announcement email for today's Zoom event and the text that went out, the first Monday of every single month, we have our monthly product call with our founder and CEO, Mr. Bill Downs, with our co-founder and head of research and development, Steve Kushner. And folks, you don't want to miss it. That's 8 o'clock Monday night. So put that in your calendar. Make sure your team's plugged into that. Tuesday evening at 9 o'clock, of course, these are Eastern time. So Monday at 8 is the monthly product call. Tuesday at 9 o'clock, same conference bridge, is our monthly kickoff call. And you're going to be hearing from some of our top leaders, giving some suggestions, giving some encouragement on how you and your team can make the month of March a breakout and a breakthrough month for yourself, and really take a quantum leap forward. And we're going to be talking about how to do that. So make sure that you get the word out. It's important for you to be plugged in to the Monday call, the monthly product call at 8 o'clock. It's equally as important for you to have your team plugged in. Okay. Same with Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, the monthly kickoff call. It's important for you to be plugged into that call, but it's equally as important, if not more, that you have your team plugged in as well. Okay. You don't want to, we want everybody to be up to speed on the excitement of what's happening in the world of VNI. And the best way to do that is to plug in. Okay. And then of course, Thursday night at 9, as always, we have our product and business overview presentation Zoom in this same meeting room. And then next Saturday at this time, we'll have our quick start training. So that gives you an idea of the schedule for the next week. Plug in, promote, and prosper. That's kind of our battle cry for the month of March as a team. Now, in addition to that, I want to let you know that the early bird special for the VNI Empower Conference 2019 is over. Okay, that was the month of February. Many of you have already registered the event for the event and booked your tickets with the block, booked your room, which is awesome. But the marketing team, led by Suzanne Brady, decided that we wanted to have, call it an early bird 2.0, and we wanted to have a March early bird special. And so I don't know if you saw that on the communications or if you've seen that in your banner ad, but you can still register for a savings. It's not as aggressive as the savings for February, but it's still a savings, $159 for the event, and that's for the entire month of March. And then after that, it's going to go up to the normal registration fee of $179. Folks, we've made a big investment in this event. We've made a big investment in you and your VNI business, and your job is to get there, okay? And we will not disappoint. I can promise you. We've got some major announcements, some really exciting things that we're going to be unveiling, and we don't want you to miss it. So go ahead and get registered, get the word out. The best thing you can do, again, think about it this way, folks, getting to the event in May 2nd through the 5th is critical. You want to lead by example. You want to go ahead and register. But the biggest thing that's going to have an impact on the growth of your business between May through the end of the year is when you're there at the event and you look left and you look right down the rows and you see your team at the event soaking up the information, okay? Soaking up the information on the learning, the growing, the announcements, the teaching, the training, all of that. So I can't emphasize enough. And I will tell you, there's at the event, there were going to be some wonderful members of the VNI family that come up to me and to Bill Downs and Kim Downs and Ed and Gina Bender and Ken Nasmitz and other leaders. And they say, you know what? This was awesome. I just wish I had more of my people here. I promise you that's going to happen. Don't let it happen to you, okay? The best thing you can do to influence your team is to lead by example, okay? Lead by example. Go ahead and get registered for the event, and then you're promoting, you're communicating, you're encouraging from a position of leadership because you're walking your talk. You've already registered for the event, and you're asking them, your team, to do what you've already done, okay? All right. Woo, lots of information to share in case you don't believe me. All right. All right. Hope you've got a pen and paper ready. Let's talk. All right. So building of your VNI business, no matter where you are in your journey with your VNI business, building your business is made up of three simple activities. I want to start here because it is important as you grow your business, as you add customers, as you add preferred customers to your business. It's important that you keep it simple. Okay, as you add partners to your team, it's important that you keep it simple. So in the spirit of that, I'm going to start at the very beginning. You want to build a VNI business. Some of you have already built a business, so you want to expand it. What does that mean? What do we do to build a VNI business? Number one, you use the products every day. Okay, these are the 3 steps that we talk about every single Thursday night on our Zoom presentation. And I want to start here because I want to start here and I want to finish here because it really is important for all of you. If you're brand new or if you're a 6-figure earner, it's like our top income earners, it's important to always remind ourselves of the simple mission-driven principles of what we're doing on a daily basis. And that starts with these amazing products. Unprecedented scientific validation, folks, you know that. These products are blessing people and you want these products, you want to be a product of the products. You want the products to continue to strengthen the vitality and the health and well-being for yourself and your family. So the building block for everything we do is to take the products every day, use the products every day. That way, when you're sharing the story, when you're sharing the products, you're communicating from a place of authenticity. If you're taking notes, that's a good word, folks. Authenticity. Passion and authenticity, because you're a product of the V&I products. And you're accumulating stories as you're building your customer base, as you have new partners engaging with the products. This is the building block of everything that we do, is taking these products every day, using these products every day, adding customers and partners that do the same. Okay? That's the building block. And I will tell you, it's every once in a while, and I hope it's nobody, I don't think it's anybody on this live training, but I've seen people in my career, and I have not seen this with V&I, which is good, but you really can't build a customer base, and you really not a real customer base, and you really can't build a meaningful V&I business to director and beyond with a serious cash flow if you're not using the products. And I'm not saying using every product. As you're first launching, you might be on just taking, the Protovite and the Enzorb. You might take in Protovite and the Brain Roar, whatever it is. But as your cash flow ramps up, I just want to encourage you to take our products, take all of them, because they're going to make an impact. So that's number one. That's the building block. The building block. Use these products every single day. The second step is share the products. Share the V&I products. Share the V&I story with new people. Okay? And then number three is teach others to do the same. Teach others to do the same. I hope you've memorized that. I hope if we were all in a live meeting room around a giant conference room table, and I hope we could all go around the table, and every one of you could articulate in your own words what I just shared. In fact, I'm going to ask a question. Can you do that? Can you articulate to someone who's learning about the V&I products and business? Can you articulate in your own words what I just shared? Write down on your sheet of paper, yes or no. If the answer is yes, excellent. If the answer is no, fix that today. Because that narrative is a very important part of letting people know how we build this business. Because people typically, especially if they have no experience in relationship marketing, they're going to think it's complex. They're often going to think, I can't do it. I don't have time to do it. Excuse. And you want to demystify it. And you say, listen, here, this is what we do on a daily basis. I use the products. My family and I take these products every day. We share the products. And we just invite people to learn about the V&I products, and we teach others to do the same. That's it. That's the building block for building a business. Now, what we're going to do with our rest of our time today is we're going to go deeper now. Okay, those three steps are irrefutably, fundamentally sound and accurate. Use the products, share the products, teach others to do the same. All right? Now, let's go deeper. There's two principles that we teach. And for our leadership team, when you're leading a quick start training, it's critical that you cover these 2 points every single time as well, okay? Because they're that important. To build your V&I business, to succeed in building your V&I business, you want to do two things. You want to do two things. You want to have these in the forefront of your mindset on a daily and a weekly basis. Number one, stay plugged in. Stay plugged in. Do something, don't do, I'm jumping to the second one. Stay plugged in the sense that just like you're doing today with the Monday night product call, with the Tuesday night monthly kickoff call, with the Thursday night Zooms, folks, stay plugged in. Don't isolate. Don't be an island. Okay? Stay plugged in and lead your team into plugging in as well. Okay? Because that way you're not the Lone Ranger. You're not trying to be the end-all, be-all source of all knowledge and wisdom for your entire team. Okay? So stay plugged in, just like you're doing today. Number 2, do something positive every day to build and grow your V&I business. Okay? Do something positive every day. It could be just inviting somebody to taste a sample of the Protovite moment. It could be inviting a guest to listen into the Thursday night Zoom presentation. It could be a 3-way call with someone that's actively looking at the products or the business. But whatever it is, do something positive every day to build and grow your business, and that's going to keep you plugged in. Okay, that's going to keep you making forward progress. Okay, consistency. I'm going to say the same thing differently. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum is sustained through consistency. Okay, so just remember those two tips. Stay plugged in, do something positive every day. All right, now I'm going to give you a definition of success, and then we're going to get into some specifics. Okay. So if you're taking notes, definition of success for your V&I business. Success is doing the correct things correctly long enough. Okay? Write that down. Success is doing the correct things correctly, so correct things, comma, correctly long enough. I'm actually going to send that in the chat. I'm feeling inspired. Watch your chat bar. So I hope you've written that down. Now think about that simple equation. Look at it in front of you. I'm looking at it where I sent the chat to you. Success is doing the correct things correctly long enough. If you take away any of those 3 components, or you change them, that does not equal success. Now, what's success? Success is reaching your vision. Thank you, Jerry. Hold on a second. Yeah, Jerry, thank you. I got to type it again. I had the settings on to panelists. Success is, bravo, Jerry, thank you. I'm doing it again. There. Yeah, I had the chat setting incorrect, which means you probably aren't seeing my welcome message either. So I got to make that adjustment. Something changed on our settings. Okay, now, all right. Success is doing the correct things correctly long enough. Now think about this. Now again, I want you to, we've got some new partners and we've got some seasoned leaders. But think about this. If we change that equation, and I'll just play around with it. Success, and what's success? Again, success is you reaching your mission of helping people with these products, whatever the size of your vision, the size of your mission, whatever that is, that's success. Success is not necessarily being the top income earners like Ed and Gina Bender, unless that's your goal. And Ed and Gina will help you do that. And I will too. It's a team sport. But whatever your goal is, if your vision is to create $1,000 a month cash flow, bless 50 families personally with these products, with your own customer base, and pay off all your credit card debt. with the cash flow from your V&I business. That's success. So success, the definition of success is whatever your vision is, and because of the way V&I is, because of who we are as a company and a brand, recognize that success is always directly linked to making a contribution and helping others. 100% of the time with V&I. And that's straight from Bill and Kim Downs. That's straight from our founders. That the way we have success is by making a contribution, helping other people with these products, and also helping other people financially with the business. Okay. Now, if success is doing the correct things correctly long enough, let's change that around, and I think this will deepen your understanding of this simple phrase. If you'll put it even on a postcard, put it on your dream board, put it someplace where you can see it, and it'll keep you on track. It has for me for decades. Think about changing this around. Success is doing the incorrect things correctly long enough. Okay, think about that. If we're doing the wrong things, but we're doing the wrong things really well for a long period of time, that's not going to create success. Or what about doing the correct things incorrectly? So we're doing the right activities, but we're not working on being more effective. Maybe we're talking too much when we share the products instead of asking questions. Again, that's why we always talk about, this business is about progress, not perfection. Business is about progress, not perfection. It's about getting a little bit better today than yesterday. That takes the pressure off. None of us is perfect. There's not a day, there's not a presentation. I've got a little bit of congestion right now. So for example, I don't like the way I'm delivering the message. I've worked hard on the content, but my delivery, because I'm having to gasp for oxygen because my nose is stuffed up. So what's the goal is we do our best. We relax, we do our best. We recognize that, you know what? Everything's fine. And the more we do something, the better we're going to get at it. Okay. So progress, not perfection. Now think about this. Success is success. Again, I'm messing around with the success formula. Success is success doing the correct things correctly, and you take the long enough out. That doesn't work either. And unfortunately, that happens within the V&I business. We've got wonderful, well-intentioned people that join the mission. They love the products. They embrace the products. They engage with the products. They have results on the products. And they say, you know what? I want to spread this mission. And so they go to work with us. And they do the correct things correctly. And they go, in some cases, we've got individuals that have gone, associate manager, executive manager, director, but they didn't get the long enough part. And they do it for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. And they retire. Now, if that's their goal, that's one thing. That's fine. If they reach their mission, that's a predetermined objective. That's perfect. But in some cases, it's a matter of losing focus. Some cases, it's a matter of chasing the grass is greener. A bright, shiny object over here takes their focus. And even though they were on track to build an amazing business and bless a ton of people with the V&I mission, they blinked. They didn't do the long enough. So just remember that. There's a lot more depth to that simple phrase, and it'll help if you'll let it, if you'll have it visible, if you'll reflect on it at least every week. Success is doing the correct things correctly long enough. And again, I want you to kind of package that that statement with the idea of progress, not perfection. Okay, because again, that's right. Gina Bender and Rebecca said the only way to fail, the only way you lose, is to quit. Exactly, and that's so true, folks. It's so true. So I'm gonna keep the chat bar up. I kind of like shooting y'all a couple things, little bullet points. All right. I'm going to go quickly over what we call the ingredients to success. Okay, ingredients to success, and I'm going to chat this too, so you got it right in front of you as you take your own notes. All right, ingredients to success. These are, folks, these are the things that every one of us needs to bring to the table in order to reach our potential with our V&I business, okay? These are things that we have to take responsibility for too, every one of us. Your upline success coach, they can encourage, but you have to own this. And folks, all excuses are equal. Hold yourself accountable to these things because they're very doable. They're very doable. And especially when you recognize what we just talked about, progress, not perfection, recognizing that you don't have to be perfect. Lord knows I'm far from perfect, and everybody that knows me knows that. But I will tell you, I do my best, and I really do. I do, and I know you do too. I do my best every day, and I focus on progress, not perfection. But I also give myself a break, and I want you to give yourself a break too, as you're, have fun with this journey, and recognize, give yourself some grace. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. But I think one of the challenges of that, success is doing the correct things correctly long enough. One of the challenges of the long enough, of being persistent, is sometimes we're too tough on ourselves. And do your best and focus on progress, focus on learning, focus on getting better. And that's the beauty. That's the culture that we've already created with V&I in our first 5 years. And it's a culture that we're going to expand as we do some incredible things together over the next 5 years. That's creating a culture and a team where there's encouragement. We're learning, we're growing, we're improving every day. We're making mistakes. And guess what? We're owning those mistakes. And we're going to learn from them, but we keep moving and we give ourselves grace. That's the key. Now, the ingredients to success, these are things that each one of us needs to bring to the table in order to reach your potential with your V&I business. First ingredient to success is desire. Okay? You got to have a desire for something more. And that's not necessarily financial, but it might be. You got to have a desire. Maybe it's freedom. Maybe it's lifestyle. Maybe it's having more time to spend with your family. Maybe it's being able to pour more into your church, whether it be time or money or both, or a charity or a philanthropy, a cause that you support. Maybe it's supporting your children or grandchildren and doing some different things. Whatever it is, you got to have a desire to do something. Otherwise, it's just, let's face it, folks, the average person, and I say this with love and respect, the average person watches 4 to 5 hours of TV a night or a day. The average person. What if you take 2 of those hours 5 days a week to do something special and build a V&I business and bless people with these products, assisting people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance? What if you just redirected a few of those hours of downtime, a few of those hours of couch potato time? I love golf, but golf takes so much time that I rarely play more than 3 or 4 rounds a year. But I've got friends that play 4 times a week. And I always think that, and that's their right. But I always think to myself, man, what if you took some of those hours? What if you took 1 round a week extra, a 4 or 5 hours, including drive time, and you poured that time into something else? So, but here's the key. Nobody's going to do that without a desire to get from point A, where you are right now, to point B, where you want to go. So the key is you got to have clarity on your point B. What is it that you want out of your V&I business, and why are you building it? Have that desire and visualize the fact. Pray over it if you're a person of faith like I am. Pray over it. Thy will be done. We want God to put his desires in our own hearts. But you got to have that desire and willingness to do something about it. Okay, so that's the first ingredient to success. And I'll share this with you, folks. You can't teach desire. I wish you could. There are a lot of people that could build this business, could bless people by building a huge preferred customer base with V&I, but they're comfortable. They're comfortable in their life. status quo. It might not be exactly what they want, but they're comfortable. It takes that desire. So from a leadership standpoint, when you're looking for who you want to pour into as a partner, coaching, mentoring, we care about everybody. We set everybody up for success. We love everybody. But as leaders, as your business grows, you got to be selective with who you pour individual time into. You got to pour time into people that have that desire, not the people that are necessarily talking, but the people that are backing up that talk with action. Okay? Real important. So desire, that's ingredient number one. Ingredient number two is persistence. Okay? Persistence. The only way to fail, and this is what Gina and Rebecca just sent on the chat to me. She said they said the only way you lose is if you quit. And that's true. Persistence, the only way to fail is to quit. There's a learning curve in your V&I business, just like anything else in life. The only way to fail is to quit. A lot of people think, if you ask the average person, I wish I had a coin here to show you the visual, but if you asked, picture my hand as a coin. If you asked most people, if we lined up 100 people and said, what's the opposite of success? What are they going to say? They're going to say the opposite side of success is failure. But what I'll tell you from my own experience is success lies on the other side of failure. In other words, John Maxwell has a phenomenal book. In fact, I'm going to send this in the chat bar. I like kind of chatting more. Failing Forward, that's a book by John Maxwell that is awesome. And it's the idea that success and failure are not opposite sides of the same coin. Success lies on the far side of failure, and the bridge that takes you there is persistence. Okay? That said differently, everybody, men and women throughout history that have ever done anything meaningful in any area of life at all, every person that's ever done it, something significant, could be in sports, could be in the arts, it could be in entertainment, it could be in politics, building countries, it could certainly in business, sports, music, arts, you name it, everything. They've pushed through. They've had a moment where they certainly wanted to quit mentally and emotionally, no question. But they pushed through it. And they made a decision to persist. And that's true in this business as well. That's true in your V&I business. The only way to fail is to quit. There's a learning curve with your V&I business. The more you do it, the better you're going to get through that learning curve, increase your competence. That'll increase your confidence, and it'll also increase your fun. You'll be more effective and you'll enjoy it more and more the more you do it, the more you work at it. So first ingredient to success is desire. Second ingredient is persistence. Third ingredient is be coachable. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't recognize that the leadership, including your success coaches that brought you into V&I, they know what works. We know what works. It's paint by the numbers. We know what works. We know what doesn't work. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I've seen so many talented individuals that could go crown ambassador with V&I, but they never get off the ground because they're too busy trying to figure out a faster, better, easier way, instead of just simply inviting people to take a look at our product, sharing some information, and doing the blocking and the tackling, the fundamentals. Okay, so that's the third ingredient to success. Be humble enough and wise enough to learn from those that have already done what you want to do, and recognize that this business model is very predictable. And we're, the individuals, including myself, that are coaching you as you're brand new and you're launching and growing your V&I business, as you're building your preferred customer base, as you're adding and building your partner team. We have a vested interest in helping you succeed. We want you to succeed. And that's important to understand. So don't reinvent the wheel. Be coachable. Be wise enough to recognize that you don't have to invent the wheel. The wheel's been invented, and you just got to learn to roll it. Okay. So ingredients to success: number 1, desire; number 2, persistence; number 3, be coachable; number 4 is commitment. Commitment, folks. I love that. I'm going to share a phrase with you. Commitment is what is left after the emotion of the moment has passed. Commitment is what is left after the emotion of the moment has passed. What that means is everyone that first sets sails for the launch their V&I business gets excited. And that's good. But what's more important is, where's that commitment level? Where's that enthusiasm? Where's that passion a week from now, 3 weeks from now, a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now? Maybe we don't want people to be excited in the first time somebody says boo, or the first time somebody says, "Oh, this product is the same as Centrum." You just got to stay focused. You got to stay committed, and and I always tell brand new partners, don't let anyone steal your dream. There are a lot of dream stealers out there, folks, and sometimes they're disguised as family. I'm just going to be real straightforward with you. Doesn't mean we don't love our family, obviously, or extended family, or close friends, or neighbors. But I can't tell you how many times people have allowed other individuals to steal their dream. The individual that's got more health issues than anyone you know is telling you that you don't need to take your Protivite. The individual that, God bless him, is flat broke and deep in debt is giving you financial advice on why the business model doesn't make sense. And don't listen to the dream stealer. Sometimes it's because they love you and they can't see themselves building the V&I business and customer base. And so maybe they're trying to protect you. Sometimes it's just because they're kind of stagnant in their life, and they don't want to see you, a close friend or family member, spread your wings and soar. There's different, you know this. I mean, I'm just giving you some examples from real life experience that I've experienced. But it's just recognize that there's the psychology, the mentality, the emotional aspect of it. There are a lot of people out there that are dream stealers, and they don't, and that's why plugging in is so important, to plug into a positive environment and be around positive people. But recognize that commitment has to come from you. That commitment to stay focused. I'm gonna say that now, right in the chat bar. The commitment to stay focused. Don't look left. Don't look right. Whatever your plan is, I'm going to share V&I. I'm going to invite 2 people a day to learn about V&I. I'm going to make 2 phone calls a day. I'm going to share information. I'm going to follow up. Invite, share, follow up. That's the key, is to stay committed. Okay. Commitment is what is left after the emotion of the moment has passed. And the 5th and final ingredient to success is to have fun. Folks, have fun. And I really mean that. I'm not consistent with your personality. I'm not saying hype it up, but I'm saying be true to yourself, but have fun. Recognize that that's one of the best ways to expand your customer base and expand your V&I business, is by enjoying what you're doing. Because the sad reality is that the vast majority of people don't enjoy what they do for a living. And if they see you out having fun, sharing and caring, sharing a message of wellness, sharing a message of vitality, if they see you out there doing something and having fun doing it, they're going to wow, something's different about you. And, I want to be a part of that. Well, tell me more. Tell me more, why is it you're so excited? Tell me more. Hey, glad you asked. And now there's an opportunity to talk about the products and our company and our mission and our brand. So have fun. And I really mean that. If you're not having fun, you're focused on the wrong things. And embrace this mission. Embrace this mission of helping people, and embrace this mission of creating some options for yourself and your family. Folks, I talked Thursday night about something that you may not have heard about yet, but it's called the gig. I'm going to send this in the chat. Economy. Whoops, misspelling. The gig economy. Folks, this is a trend. You might not even know it yet, but with your VNI business, you are positioned in front of a major global trend, and it's called this gig economy. And I don't really know exactly where gig comes from. I think it comes from side gig, or you hear some people say side hustle, where more and more people are moonlighting. They're as independent contractors, as independent business people. They're providing services and products and things on the side without jeopardizing their full-time job. And in many cases, their vision is to expand their side gig and into a full-time opportunity where they're their own boss. And I shared with you Thursday night on the presentation that Intuit did a study and said by the end of 2020 into 2021, their analysis is that 40% of all Americans will be participating in the gig economy full-time as independent contractors. So I'll give you some examples of that. That's Uber drivers. Uber drivers are independent contractors. They're really working for themselves. Lyft drivers, probably the same. I'm not sure their contract. People using their home for rental properties with Airbnb. Okay, those are examples. But think about this. The VNI business model, the VNI mission, is a game changer for what people are looking for. And again, keep in mind, this is not theory. This is happening. So I'm going to say it a little bit more straightforward. A lot of people that you know, men and women, are actively looking for an additional way to create cash flow right now. Right now. There are people that you know, and you don't know who they are, but they're sitting, husbands and wives, they're sitting around a coffee table right now saying, what can we do? What can we do to take some financial pressure off? What can we do to get out of this debt? What can we do to create an extra cash flow so that we can start saving for our children's education? What can we do to supplement our retirement, because I don't feel good about my job. There's a lot of things happening, and I don't feel secure. And so what can we do to start making some income to build a cash flow that gives us a plan B, a diversified cash flow? Okay, there are a lot of people. And again, this gig economy, Google it, look it up, do a little bit of reading. And if you do, you're going to get inspired like I was. This is big time. This is not a trend. It's not a fad. Excuse me. This is a trend that's not going away. So, said differently, a lot of people that you know, and a lot of people that your team, your partners know, are looking for better health physically. And we can address that with the VNI mission with our amazing products. Unprecedented scientific validation. In addition to that, a lot of people that you know and a lot of people that your partners know are looking to improve their financial health. And that's what's fueling the trend, the growth of this new gig economy. And folks, we're positioned in front of that trend. Folks, and I know you know this, we are the best of both worlds in terms of business, in terms of timing. Now, what I mean by that is we have a 5-year rock solid foundation as a company, but we're the best kept secret. We're just getting started. And so you've got the combination of a rock solid foundation and a young, fast growing company. And we're positioned in front of the wellness trend with innovative products, with unprecedented scientific validation that deliver impact, that nourish the body at a cellular level. And you know this, people take these products, they get emotionally attached to our products. And these are proprietary products. As an authorized partner, you and your team, You have access to something. We're never going to compete with you as a company. We are never, ever going to compete with our partners. And as simple as that sounds, you would be amazed if you knew behind the scenes, and I'm not going to mention names, but there are a bunch of companies that compete with their own partners, their own distributors. We're never going to. The only way we're ever going to distribute these amazing products and the products that are forthcoming is through you and your team. And that's a commitment straight from Bill and Kim Downs. It's a commitment from me. It's a commitment to you. And so you've got an opportunity with cutting edge proprietary products that people cannot get anywhere else, folks. That's so important to understand. So many products in the industry are just repackaged products from the same contract manufacturers. They're basically the same. I mean, I could give you so many examples. The products, and I'm not saying they're bad products, but I'm not saying they're good products. They're okay, and there's a bunch of them. And we have proprietary products backed by unprecedented science, peer-reviewed, published clinical studies on our finished products. Game changer. Now, when you combine that with the timing of this gig economy and our compensation plan that is now best in class for someone that wants to go out, make some immediate income, create a residual, create a massive cash flow, a residual that keeps coming in every week, every month for years and years to come. Folks, you can do that. You've got that opportunity. If you'll look back over your notes of what we've just covered today, and you put your game plan together for March, and that game plan, folks, needs to be, you recognize that this business is all about fundamentals. Remember how we started. Use the products, share the products, and teach others to do the same. Use the V&I products every day. Chatting. Share the V&I products and teach others to do the same. Never stray too far away from that. Be able to articulate. If somebody you share the product with somebody and they say, well, tell me about the business. I'd like to create an extra cash flow. Remember that gig economy, folks, we didn't create it. We're just positioned in front of it with the best business model on the planet. And that's a huge opportunity. I'm going to be talking more about this with all of you. Do a little bit of research, and folks, you're going to get excited. You're going to get excited. This is a global trend, and we are positioned in front of it with the strongest business model, the best brand, the most amazing wellness products on the entire planet. And now we've got the best compensation plan. These new enhancements took us from 95% to 100%. It's all in place. Everything's there. And it's all there for you. It's all there for you. So when somebody says, tell me more about that business, well, look, it's real simple. To build a business, and there's a learning curve, we'll teach you, but we've got a proven system. And the building block of this is to use the products every day, share the products, and teach others to do the same. Build a team of individuals to do the same. That's the key. Now, how do we share the products? Well, invite, share, follow up. That's the tactical. So you say, how do you share? How do we share? Okay. I'm going to give you 3 words. Well, more than 3 words. Right. This will keep you on track. Remember we call it the pattern of activity. When you're sharing the products, when you're sharing this V&I story, when you're sharing the business with people, recognize that it's really very simple. You're inviting people to learn. You're inviting people to learn about V&I. You're inviting people to learn about the products. It's an invitation. It's not a sales pitch. Okay? Sharing and caring with a smile on your face, love in your heart. All right? Looking to help people, servant leadership, mission focused. Again, that's the beautiful thing about what V&I brings to the gig economy. is missionaries, not mercenaries. Our culture is to help people. The way we succeed is by making a contribution. The bigger the contribution, the bigger the check. Financial independence means you've helped a lot of people. You know, envoy, ambassador, crown ambassador. That means you've helped thousands of people. The reason Ed and Gina Bender have a six-figure residual cash flow is because they have helped a lot of people. And they want to help you too. And folks, we're just getting started. Ed and Gina will be the first to tell you. Bill Downs will be the first to tell you we are just getting started. I looked at my body language and that doesn't resonate. That resonates. We're just getting started. It's amazing. So the pattern of activity, as we wrap up this morning, the pattern of activity, focus on the fundamentals of sharing the VNI products and the VNI story with new people on a consistent basis. That's what your activity plan needs to be focused on in the month of March. That's what your activity plan needs to be focused on for this upcoming week. How many new people are you going to invite to learn about VNI? Invite, share the information, use the tools, use the presentations, use your website, use your upline success coach to help you with three-way calls. Don't try to do it by yourself. You don't have to. Relax and plug into the system and let the support tools and the people that are part of your team, part of this team, help you. Invite, share, and then follow up. Folks, the fortune is in the follow-up. That's the last thing I'm going to close with. You simply invite, you invite people to learn, you share the information, then you say, hey, what do you like about what you saw and heard? Let's engage with these products. Give them 90 days. How soon do you want to start taking these products? That's a great follow-up question. How quickly do you want to start enjoying the VNI products? How quickly do you want to start making some money? How quickly do you want to create a cash flow? Okay, it's some people are interested in the products only. Those are customers, preferred customers. Some people are interested in the products and creating a cash flow. And some people, the timing might not be right. They say thanks, but no thanks. And that doesn't mean no forever. That means no for now. And so don't burn the bridge unless you choose to because they were rude. but just relax. I want to say one more thing. Sorting. It's a sorting process, not a convincing process. Okay? Said differently, we're looking for people that are looking. And when you realize that, it takes the pressure off. You don't have to power close somebody on doing something against their will. That's not what we do with our mission. We're looking for people that are looking for better health physically, better health financially. We're looking for people that are looking for better health physically. We'll help them with our products. We're looking to bless people financially that are looking for better financial health, and we're able to help them with our business model with this new gig economy. I got to get used to that too, but it's exciting. It's a privilege. It's an opportunity. It's amazing. And so invite, share, follow up. That's the pattern of activity, folks. And that's what you want to hold yourself accountable to. How many new people in the next week are you going to invite, share, follow up? Keep it simple, but recognize that's the pattern of activity. That's what's going to grow your business. And that's what you want to teach and train your people to do. Use the products every day. That's the fundamental, that's the building block right there. Share the products with the pattern of activity that we've just discussed, and then teach others to do the same. And folks, we're at a tipping point with VNI. And I hope you know that. I hope you can feel it. I know many of you can because we've talked about it over the last number of days and weeks. But the first 5 years was a foundational period, a very important foundational period for our company. But we're just getting started, and we are positioned beautifully. And it's time for you to spread your wings. It's time. This is it's game time, and the opportunity for you to make an impact and do something extraordinary for yourself and your family with a positive group of men and women that are like-minded, that are mission-focused, that are focused on making a contribution. That's what you're a part of. And our future is bright. Our future is bright. And you're a critical part of it. You're an important part of it. And we don't, we stay awake at the corporate team. We stay up late. We get up early, trying to make life better for you. We're not perfect, but we're getting better every day. Progress, not perfection. And it's teamwork. And so with that, have an awesome weekend. Let's make March a breakthrough month for you and for your team. Get registered for the Empower Conference. And we'll talk Monday night at 8 o'clock for our monthly product call. Have a great weekend. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.